Have you ever sent a simple good morning message and then wondered all day if it meant anything to her at all? What if I told you that the right good morning message sent with calm confidence and stoic intention can stay in her mind long after she's put her phone down? Before we go any further, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Like this video and promise yourself you'll watch until the very end, because what you're about to hear can quietly shift the way women experience you. Not with tricks, not with manipulation, but with presence, restraint, and stoic wisdom. Now let me tell you a short story. A man wakes up early, not rushed, not desperate. He sits with his coffee, the world still quiet. He thinks about his purpose, his work, his discipline, and only after he's grounded in himself, he sends a message. Not long, not needy, not trying to impress, just intentional. That message lands differently. Why? Because women don't remember words, they remember how you made them feel. And Stoicism teaches us this. Control what you can control, your tone, your intention, your timing, and let go of outcomes. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 good morning messages that do exactly that. Each one carries calm confidence, emotional gravity, and quiet masculine presence. These are not copy-paste lines. These are frames of mind. Let's begin. The first good morning message is built on calm awareness. You don't rush her with emotion. You don't demand attention. You simply acknowledge her existence in your world. A stoic man understands that presence is power. So instead of saying something loud or flashy, he sends something grounded. A message that says, in essence, I noticed today, and I thought of you. This kind of message plants a seed. It doesn't beg for a response. It doesn't pressure her. It lets her curiosity do the work. Throughout the day, she'll wonder why that message felt different, why it felt steady. The second good morning message is rooted in emotional restraint. Most men overshare in the morning. They pour out emotion before the day has even begun. Stoicism teaches the opposite, say less, mean more. This message doesn't explain feelings. It implies them. It carries the energy of a man who has things to do, places to be, a life in motion, but still chose to reach out. That choice is what stays with her, not the words themselves. And as she goes through her day, between tasks and conversations, she'll replay that tone in her mind, calm, unforced, certain. The third good morning message is about direction. A stoic man moves with purpose. He doesn't wake up lost. And women are naturally drawn to men who feel internally guided. So this message subtly reflects that. It's not about her beauty. It's not about missing her. It's about momentum. When she reads it, she feels like she's connected to someone who's already ahead of the day, not chasing it. And that does something powerful. It associates you with progress, with forward motion, with stability. The fourth good morning message introduces warmth without attachment. This is where many men fail. They confuse warmth with dependency. Stoicism teaches balance. This message carries kindness but not need, appreciation but not validation seeking. She feels seen but not responsible for your mood. She feels valued but not pressured. And that emotional safety is rare. As the day unfolds, she'll feel lighter thinking about you. Because you didn't add weight to her morning, you added ease. The fifth good morning message is built on mystery. Stoic men don't explain everything. They understand that silence, when used correctly, speaks louder than words. This message is short, almost incomplete. It opens a loop in her mind. Not enough to confuse her, but enough to intrigue her. And here's the key, you don't follow it up. You don't clarify. You let the message breathe. Throughout the day, her mind fills in the gaps, and whatever the mind completes on its own becomes emotionally charged. The sixth good morning message reflects self-mastery. This is where Stoicism shines. This message shows that your happiness does not depend on her response, that your day will be meaningful regardless. Paradoxically, this is what makes her more invested, because emotional independence is magnetic. She senses that you are choosing her, not clinging to her, and choice carries far more weight than need. The seventh good morning message is the most powerful of all. It's built on presence, not future promises, not emotional intensity. Just now, a message that exists fully in the present moment. Stoicism teaches us that the present is all we truly own. When you speak from that place, your words feel grounded and real. She reads it and feels calm, centered, connected. And long after the morning fades into afternoon, that feeling remains. Now here's the truth most men never understand. It's not the message that makes her think about you all day. It's the man behind the message. A Stoic man doesn't send good morning texts to secure attention. He sends them as an extension of his inner order. That's why they land differently. That's why they linger. That's why they work. If you wake up anxious, seeking reassurance, trying to control outcomes, no message will save you. But if you wake up grounded, disciplined, and self-directed, even a few words can carry depth. So tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, do this. Pause. Breathe. Remember who you are becoming. Then and only then send your message. Not to impress her, not to hook her, but to express calm presence. And if you do that consistently, she won't just think about you all day. She'll feel you quietly in the background of her life. And that is far more powerful than constant texting, chasing, or emotional displays. If this video gave you a new perspective, make sure you like it, subscribe to the channel, and watch until the end of our next videos. Because everything we talk about here is designed to help you build attraction through self-mastery, not manipulation. A Stoic man understands something most people overlook. Attraction is not created by effort, but by alignment. And the way you begin the day, especially how you communicate in the morning, sets the emotional rhythm that follows. Most men wake up reactive. They check their phone immediately. They look for validation. They send messages driven by fear of losing attention. And without realizing it, they give away their power before the day even starts. Stoicism teaches the opposite. You wake up in control, you wake up centered, and your words reflect that inner stillness. A good morning message, when shaped by Stoic principles, is not a greeting. It is a signal. A signal of emotional discipline, self-respect, and quiet confidence. That is why certain messages stay with her throughout the day. Not because they are clever, but because they carry weight. The first principle behind effective good morning messages is detachment from outcome. When you send a message hoping for a fast reply, you create tension. She feels it. Even if she can't explain it, the energy is there. Stoic men never message to extract emotion. They message to express presence. That presence is rare. When a woman reads a message that doesn't demand anything, no reassurance, no reaction, it creates space. And in that space, curiosity grows. She begins to think about why the message felt different, why it didn't rush her, why it didn't need her. That question follows her through the day. The second principle is brevity with meaning. Stoicism values simplicity, not because complexity is bad, but because excess reveals insecurity. Long messages early in the morning often communicate overinvestment. Short, intentional messages communicate confidence. A few words from a grounded man can feel heavier than paragraphs from a restless one. As she moves through her routine, work, conversations, distractions, those words resurface. Not consciously at first, but emotionally. She feels calm when she thinks of you. And calm is addictive in a chaotic world. The third principle is self-priority. A Stoic man's life does not orbit around another person. He has discipline, goals, and structure. His message reflects that, not by stating it directly, but by the way it's framed. When your message suggests that your day already has direction, she associates you with stability. And stability is one of the most attractive traits a man can possess. This doesn't mean emotional distance. It means emotional order. Women are not drawn to men who are unavailable. They are drawn to men who are complete. A good morning message should never sound like you're waiting. It should sound like you're moving. The fourth principle is warmth without dependence. Stoicism is often misunderstood as coldness. In reality, it teaches balanced emotion. Your message can be warm, thoughtful, and kind without placing emotional responsibility on her. When a woman senses that she doesn't need to manage your mood, she relaxes. And when she relaxes, attraction deepens. She starts to feel safe engaging with you emotionally, because your happiness is not fragile. That emotional safety is what makes her think of you later in the day, especially during moments of stress. The fifth principle is intentional mystery. A Stoic man does not explain himself unnecessarily. He understands that not everything needs to be clarified. Some things are better left felt. A message that leaves room for interpretation allows her imagination to participate. And whatever she imagines carries more emotional charge than anything you could spell out. Silence after the message is just as important as the message itself. Stoicism teaches restraint, not as a tactic but as a lifestyle. When you don't rush to fill the space works in your favor. The sixth principle is emotional independence. When your message reflects that your well-being does not depend on her reaction, It creates polarity. She feels chosen, not needed. And being chosen feels far more meaningful. Throughout the day, she may check her phone, not because she feels obligated, but because she wants to. Because there's no pressure attached to interacting with you. Freedom creates desire. Need kills it. The final principle is presence in the moment. Stoicism emphasizes the present because it is the only thing we truly control. A message rooted in the present feels grounded and real. It doesn't make promises. It doesn't hint at expectations. It simply exists. That kind of message blends into her day naturally. It doesn't distract her, it accompanies her. And that's why she keeps thinking about it. In the end, the effectiveness of a good morning message has little to do with the words themselves. It has everything to do with the inner state of the man sending them. If you are disciplined, calm, and purposeful, your messages will reflect that. If you are anxious and seeking validation, no phrasing will hide it. Stoicism is not about getting her to think about you all day. It's about becoming the kind of man whose presence naturally lingers.